Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for Grade 8 Math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select Math from the subject tab. Scroll down to Grade 6 Math and then click on View All Lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Inequalities with Decimals, Decimal Place Values, round decimals, round whole numbers and decimals. Find the missing digit. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 8 math. Here I'm on grade 6 math. Let's just start the chapter decimal. We're going to start with the lesson inequalities with decimals. Which sign makes the statement true? 0.5 and 0.2. We need to compare them, right? 0.5. They both have the 0 as a whole number, and after the decimal point we have 5 and 2, right? So 0.5 is greater than 0.2. Let's start with the test questions. Which sign makes the statement true? 0.85 and 0.82. That is 0.85 is greater than 0.82. Option number 2 is the correct option. Greater it is. Which sign makes the statement true? 0.02 and 0.03. So which is the correct option? Okay, so yes, 0.02 is less than 0.03. Option number one is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? 0.781, you need to compare it to 0.741. Zero point 0.78 is greater than 0.7 over 1, right? Very good. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is decimal place values. So in 8.06, which digit is at the hundredth place? So first thing you need to learn is the place value chart for the decimals, right? So the ones 8 is at the ones position. Right after the decimal point, the first digit is then hundredth, then thousandth, and then 10,000th. Just add th at the end, right? So that is 0.86. So 6 is at the hundredth position, right? The correct option is hundredth. Let's just start with the test questions. In 3.2, which digit is at 10th place? The digit right after the decimal point is the one that is at the 10th place. So 2 is the digit that is at the 10th place. In 0.79, which digit is at the 100th place? So let's just make a place value chart, right? Ones, 10th, and then 100th. So that is 0.79. The digit that's at the 100th position is 9. The correct option is 9. In 3.65, in which place is that 6? 6 is at the 10th position. The correct option is 10th. Option number 1 is the correct option. N1.80, 0 is at the 100th place. The correct option is 100th. Option number 1 is the correct option. In 8.63, which digit is in the 10th place? 6 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is round decimals. Let's just start with the test questions. What is 5.8 rounded to near whole number? You need to round it to the whole number, right? 5 is whole number. The number that is right next to the decimal point is 8. 8 is greater than 5, so you need to round up. 5.8 is rounded to 6. Add 1 to the whole number, so it will be rounded to 6. So the correct option is okay. You can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Oh, let's just do more examples from the lesson. Round whole numbers and decimals, find the missing digit. Okay, I'm going to start with the test questions. Just make the statement true. 94,000 is the result when 9, the missing digit 719 is rounded to the nearest thousand. So when you round this number, you end up on 94,000, right? So the missing digit we need to find, basically we like we need to add 1 to the number, right? So 3 plus 1 is 4, it must be 3, that is 19,719. And because you need to round to nearest thousand, so that would be rounded to 94,000. So the missing digit is 3, option number 2 is 4 is the correct option. Okay. In the missing number rounded to the nearest 100,000 is 600,000. What could the missing digit be? The missing digit must be 6 because you need to round the 100,000. It must be 6. The missing digit is 6. Which digit makes the statement true? 6. The missing number 459 is rounded to the nearest 10,000, that is 690,000. So which is the missing number? The missing digit we need to find, right? It would be rounded to nearest 10,000. Basically, just look at the digit right next to 10,000. That is 4. 4 is less than 5. So when the number is less than 5, we need to round the same 100,000. So it must be 9. Because here you have 69,000. So that would be 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. hundredth, 778,510 is the result when 788 is rounded to nearest 10, right? It would be 1 because you need to round it to the nearest 10, so it is 1. If when 1000 the missing digit 78 is rounded to nearest 100, the result is 1300. What could the missing number be? The missing number is 2 actually, right? Because right after the missing digit we have 7. So it would be 2 because 7 is when you round off 7, it would be greater than 5. So you need to round up. So it must be 2. When you rounding it off, it would be 1300. Okay. When 77,028 is rounded to nearest 1000, the result is 77,000. We need to find the missing number, right? Nearest 10,000, right? So this digit is 7 because right next to this digit we have a 0. So it must be this option number 1 is the correct option. 2 is the correct option. Which digit makes the statement true? The number rounded to nearest 100,000 is 600,000. So basically, that is the digit that is at the 100,000 position, right? So right next to this digit is 8. So it would be rounded up, right? So that means the digit is 5. That is 586,626, and when rounded, that would be 600,000. Got it? So option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we were working on is decimals. The lessons we have covered today are inequalities with decimals, test place value, round decimals, and round whole numbers and decimals, find the missing digit. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Right. I'm here to answer all questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions, you can please ask if you have any. Okay, then